In news that should surprise absolutely no one, God of War Ragnarok looks to be an absolute masterpiece. Review scores were released here today as the embargo did lift, and review scores were ranging from perfect scores to 4s out of 5s, 9s out of 10s, you name it. The game looks to be absolutely phenomenal. We're going to dig into some of these review scores and what they had to say. IGN gave God of War Ragnarok a rare 10 out of 10, calling it a masterpiece, saying that God of War Ragnarok is an almighty achievement and creates a new high that makes many of its peers look mortal by comparison. VG247 gave God of War Ragnarok a 5 out of 5 perfect score as well, saying that although it starts out remarkably similar to the 2018 God of War, both mechanically and graphically, God of War gradually builds into a meaningful evolution for the series, expanding the scope of gameplay for both stealthy and overtly, while delivering a tense and twisty story that blends legend around its characters in exciting and endlessly interesting ways. PlayStation Universe dropped a 10 out of 10 for God of War Ragnarok, saying that it is the perfect sequel, a carefully iterative offering that beautifully maintains the essence of 2018's Game of the Year, while making meaningful improvements to augment its already stellar combat and progression systems. God of War Ragnarok is a meaty and deeply emotionally epic that effortlessly secures its place as one of the best games on PlayStation 5 and is a surefire Game of the Year candidate. A few other perfect scores that I would love to discuss here, including Push Square, which also gave God of War Ragnarok a perfect 10 out of 10, saying that God of War Ragnarok is phenomenal. Even amongst PlayStation Studios' typically stellar output, it's a showpiece, a masterfully crafted system that smashes expectations at almost every turn. The sheer, often ridiculous scope of Ragnarok makes 2018's God of War feel like a prologue, and that's perhaps the highest praise we can bestow upon a sequel. Twinfinite giving it a 5 out of 5, keeping it short and sweet. God of War Ragnarok is the epitome of cinematic gaming experiences. Game Informer, one of the most trusted reviewers within the video game industry, gave God of War Ragnarok a 9.5 out of 10, saying that God of War Ragnarok feels a lot like God of War 2018, which is a compliment considering how fantastic that game is. Sony Santa Monica was right to not break what was broken, and it has expertly continued the story threads that were left hanging from the previous game. GameSpot's Tamura Son gave God of War Ragnarok a 9 out of 10, saying that Sony Santa Monica brings back what made the original God of War reboot great and delivers another fantastic story with exceptional writing. Forbes' Paul Tassi gives God of War Ragnarok a 9.5 out of 10, saying that God of War Ragnarok is a beautiful, moving game, no longer purely centered on a father getting to know his son, but also about vengeance, forgiveness, and attempting to change both prophecy and the people we used to be, both of which proved to be equally difficult. Wow, guys, you can see these review scores, they're absolute home runs. And to me, it just seems like not too long ago, a lot of fans were being very critical about God of War Ragnarok, why we hadn't seen any more, video, perhaps any gameplay or anything like that. Just way back in April there, whenever Cory Barlog put out this message here.
God of War Ragnarok, the elephant in the room. Yeah, we haven't said a lot about this. That's because everybody is heads down, hard at work. We are perfectionists. Everyone's tightening up the graphics on level 3. There is so much going on right now that I just wish that we could share it with you, but it's just not ready to be shown. But I guarantee you, the moment, the very second that we have something that we're ready to share, we're going to share it with you. Because we don't want to hold any of this back. So please hold tight, know that something cool is coming, and that everybody here at Santa Monica is so incredibly thankful for all the support you've given us.
And following this message that he put out, fans said, okay, let's give him his space, let's give him time. And, at the end of the day, we probably should have gave him the space in the very first place, because this is an absolute masterpiece from what we can tell. God of War Ragnarok looks to be a Game of the Year contender. As you can see, you guys, PlayStation is walking away with another W, no doubt. Sony Santa Monica Studios looks to have knocked God of War Ragnarok completely out of the park, and I, for one, myself, cannot wait to experience this game. It comes out in just 6 more days, guys, on November 9th. God of War Ragnarok will be available on PlayStation 5 and additionally on the PlayStation 4 systems. I can't wait to continue on with this sequel to see what Kratos and Atreus end up getting into with all of the adventures that led up to this point. Ragnarok is coming. It's only 6 more days away, you guys. The hype train is officially leaving its station. It's time to get on board. I plan on having full wall-to-wall extensive coverage on God of War Ragnarok, including an unboxing of the collector's edition if Amazon's able to come through for me. That collector's edition should be arriving to me next Wednesday, and as soon as I get it, I will be doing an unboxing for it. That is, again, if Amazon is able to come through for me. So that unboxing could be pending. I never like to trust these retailers whenever they say that I have my order confirmed, because I have had it canceled before, even after a confirmation. So I'm hoping that I do receive the collector's edition after I was able to successfully get my pre-order in for it. In addition to that, I also plan on playing some God of War on the channel in a few Let's Play sessions, so make sure you stay tuned to the channel. Go ahead and smash that like button for this video, and be sure to subscribe to the channel for more God of War content, including the upcoming Ragnarok series. Finally, I would just like to say congratulations to Sony Santa Monica and Cory Barlog for this masterpiece and Game of the Year candidate. I can't wait to sink my teeth into God of War Ragnarok. Until the next video, I'm Mates at the P. Albert Perkins, and we will see you in the next one. Until then, and as always, boy.
Ever prayed to you? Can you even imagine that kind of love? No! You don't care about anything beyond yourself. Beyond the monster who kills without cause.